We've decided to double down a little bit more on our performance initiatives here at DarkZero, and we have actually asked Adamas Esports to come into our facility here in Vegas and work with our Siege team and our Apex team on a bunch of different performance aspects.
Calm down, it's okay.
My name is Matt Fisher. I am the Director of Performance for Adamas Esports, and I am also a performance coach. I come from traditional sports, first as a strength and conditioning coach. My time was working with Canadian national and Olympic teams. I've been very fortunate to train athletes at 5 different Olympics, go to a couple of them.
Originally from Ottawa, Canada. Y'all know where that is? That's the capital of Canada. My name is Scott. I'm a performance coach with Adamas. So I have a background in human kinetics and sports psychology, and for the past 5 years particularly, I've been helping athletes with the mental side of their game.
Yeah.
A lot of my time in traditional sports was working with freestyle snowboard. Much like esports, freestyle snowboard was an endeavor where there's just some very gifted individuals who managed to achieve some amazing things without the need for much support. They just did what they loved and were really good at it. Trying to introduce them to some things that they may not have ever valued was an interesting challenge, but we knew that we could really take them to a new level of performance. And that's where I saw an opportunity in esports, knowing how good these folks were, but knowing there's an opportunity to make them that much better, I thought was gonna be an exciting new challenge.
A little activity that's gonna push all of us just like a little bit outside our comfort zone. A lot of habits are lacking generally, particularly just around sleep and exercise and eating well, and these are some of the things that we've seen in traditional sports that play a huge role in individual and team performance.
Before Adamas, I did not take into account nutrition, sleep, or any of that. When they told us that sleep actually really impacts your gameplay, I already knew that, but when I did what they said, sleeping really early and getting a good schedule, it really helped us in the current scrims that we've been farming.
That was LG as well, so I think we win.
It's true, just looking at their job, you're kind of sitting for 6 hours a day, almost folded over, depending how you're sitting. The way I used to play, I was just super hunched over. Kind of getting into a rhythm where after scrims, kind of unwinding your body kind of back up and stretching, and I think it's all great for long-term health benefits and everything like that. Makes you feel a lot better.
In general, feeling good physically helps you a lot in game. If you show up to practice every day feeling good physically, you're going to be in a better mood emotionally and mentally. I find it goes a long way, and Matt had a lot to teach us in that regard.
Back to it, left, back to it. Okay, easy enough? Yep.
We want to meet them where they're at, and sometimes that might be more on the physical side of things, whether that's actually just getting into the gym, helping them with routines they might already be doing, whether that's specific physical routines to get them more mentally prepared and focused for scrims, for competition. It's mental performance. It's working on things like emotional regulation, give them tools to work on focus, whatever it might be. And then I think a big part of it is really working on team culture, creating what a high performance environment really could be, because we know they're only going to reach their potential when they're putting an environment that's conducive to that.
Later, it's an earlier one. You can have these as
Literally building that sense of belonging and connection between all of them. That's goal number one. We need to foster that culture that we want to have first and foremost, and allow everyone to feel hey, I've got a role to play here. I have value here. I'm a part of this team's purpose, and we can truly see a future here together, right? We have a vision here together.
I think having a dogo in it would be good. They had us point out different keywords that we use to describe our team, and one of the biggest words that we came up with was unity, and it was kind of the description of how you perceive other teams view you, and unity, one of the amazing words that we came up with.
When we talk to them about some issues in the team or whatever, they understand, and not many people understand high level sports.
What it took to get to the highest levels of esports even just a few years ago is simply not good enough now. And so having an opportunity with an organization like DarkZero that's so forward thinking.
Adamas really understands these core elements to achieving this high level of performance. So they're really going to, first and foremost, expose the players and coaches, these teams, to some of these fundamentals and these systems to actually be able to reach a level of high performance and sustainability.
Being able to also talk about like rough moments and hardships that you're going through, both again like game-wise and out of game-wise.
It will go up.
Really, when it comes down to it, you know, high performance is important. What these guys and girls can accomplish in esports is amazing, but they should be able to do it without burning themselves out, either mentally or physically. And I think that's where, as much as we can have an influence on that individually and with certain organizations, we need to be able to look at this on a global scale.